What's up, guys? It's day 2 of the series. It's Tuesday, October 14th, so I'm kind of just going to jump right into it. If you guys didn't watch Monday's video yesterday, feel free to go watch that. I kind of explained a little bit more in depth about my process as well as like my setups and stuff like that, so feel free, go watch that if you'd like. But yeah, today, overall, not a bad day. 33.18 on the day. I'll take it. It's actually pretty crazy. There's people in the group today that one student made 8K. A few other people that I coach with as well made around 3 or 4K, and then one actual student made 25K today. So craziness, but that just goes to show that the market environment, in a good environment, everyone can honestly make money. So yeah, I'll take my $3,000 win today for not really risking as much, just because I knew in the past couple of weeks I honestly haven't really getting followed through at all with size, so didn't really use size today. But yeah, let's just kind of jump right into it. I actually zoomed in for you guys because I watched the last video and for some reason it was not very clear at all. So 33.18 had 2 really big winners I'm going to go over today, as well as my loser right here. And then I also want to go over this trade right here. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with the result. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into what kind of went on today. So you guys should be able to see everything. So over here is like I said, the daily chart. This is the 1 minute chart. This is a daily chart as well. So I'm gonna put this for an example right now. I'm gonna bring up the stocks that I want to kind of look at today. What was it? NVD, RXRX, and then the Eric. Okay, awesome. So these are my 3 trades I really took today. I'm a little annoyed about the Eric, but I'll go over that last. So today, the NVD, crazy day, honestly. So this thing gapped overnight, barely, a little bit of a gap. You guys can see on the daily, if I really go in, you guys can see it kind of gapped from yesterday. But I was kind of looking at this thing all day. In the morning, I was scanning. I'm always scanning. And this was more of a scalp today. So I saw that it moved up higher. I saw that, honestly, and I was like, okay, it looks really strong, and then pulled back throughout the day. So this is the 5 minute chart that you guys are seeing right now. And then around, what time was it? Around 3 o'clock, it was kind of basing. And I was like, okay, at this point, I was trying to catch it lower a little bit here. I was maybe up $400 or $500. But where I made the majority of my money today was after this base. So it was honestly just a clean base breakout. And I took this trade. With scalp size, got in around 9. I got an early entry. And then my stop loss was around 897. So got in a little bit early, rode the wave up, didn't really sell it. I kind of just held, and ended up working out. So I made around $1,400 on the stock. Hopefully it's clear for you guys. But yeah, not bad. They're kind of like a really simple trade today. But I think another reason the follow through kind of worked today was just because of the markets. The markets. This was yesterday. This is a 5 minute chart. This was yesterday, and then this is today. You guys could see all morning it was really moving up, and then it started basing. So it showed a lot of weakness, and then out of nowhere, this little like pivot down came out of nowhere. But it didn't really affect anything. I was kind of done trading by that point. So that's the NVD, RXRX. So this was a great trade today. No gap on the day, but this is certainly something that like I end up scalping regularly. So I kind of want to talk about this. This is on the daily right here. I can pull this up over here really quickly. I'm going to switch spots with it, guys. RXRX is right here now. So you guys can see this thing obviously rallied. It's like the candle is going like this. The trend, everything is going like that. What is pretty interesting is that I didn't try this until around noon today. So I tried trading this, I guess, a little bit this morning, and I honestly was down on it today. If you guys don't know, I end up, like, my strategy and everything like that, we try a bunch of things. We try so many ideas. We take a lot of orders throughout the day. So our job as traders, honestly, is to figure out the best stocks to really trade throughout the day. And if we have follow-through throughout the morning, we're probably going to have follow-through throughout the afternoon. So wasn't really getting much today at all. I saw it around when it started to go up here a little bit, so I started catching it. And it was actually working very well as a scalp. You guys can see even on the 5 minute, it was like basing. And it started moving up higher on the 1 minute as well. And right here, there's barely any red candles. There are some red candles where it did pull back a little bit, but I was making a lot of money just from these small moves. And then around, I guess it was what, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, it started picking up like crazy. I honestly didn't expect it. I guess it was 2 o'clock. Right around here, it started picking up like crazy. So at this point, I was probably up 1,000, and then up here, this is when I really made the rest of my money. For example, if it's at 580 and you catch it with size, I honestly wasn't using much size today, but maybe at this point, maybe 10 to 12K shares, and it moved up to $6. So obviously, there's gonna be some resistance and stuff like that, but I didn't really kill it just because you guys could see how many green candlesticks there are. Green, 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 red, green. Didn't really move. Didn't move. There was no reason to really kill it. You could have literally just managed it 1 minute bar by bar. Again, there's not really a setup, but we're kind of just doing it as a scalp. So that was another great play today. And then the ERIC. Let's pull it up today. This is a great play, honestly. I'm gonna be very mad about this for the next probably few weeks because I would have played this very well if I would have just stuck to my plan. Honestly, I did to an extent, and I'm gonna explain that in depth right here. But pretty much, anyways, scanning this morning, found this Eric. Eric looked great. It's basing above all these highs. Love this play. Love the gap. Love everything. A lot of conviction into this going into it. All morning, I was very, very high about it. You guys can see. Let's see which time frame is the clearest. Maybe on the 1. We'll go tomorrow to today's morning. You guys could see. It's just basing, honestly. All right, let me go in a different time frame. 1 minute's a little confusing. Let's go in the 5. This is what I saw at exactly 10 o'clock. You guys can see down here is the time. 10 o'clock, I saw this base right here. I just love this. I knew it was a great gap. So pretty much I was going to play this stop loss 940, entry 960, and play it from there. I ended up doing that. I got an early entry around, I think, 950 or 953 and had size. So once this triggered over this little base at 58, I was in like a good amount of size, around 18K shares. So every single cent it moves, I make $180. So when it pulled back right here, this is when I got trailed out, and this is unfortunate because I ended up doing crazy numbers after. But 953, I kind of trailed it at break even because of this 5-minute candle. I was playing it kind of like 5-minute bar by bar. You obviously, if I would have kept it to the original size or original stop loss at 940 with decent size, maybe $400 risk, would have been perfectly fine. It would have held it in there. But since I had 18K shares, I couldn't let myself go down in the red that much. So ended up actually triggering and moving up very, very high. So you guys do the math. If I would have kept it from 960 to 987 with 18,000 shares, so $180 every cent, I would have been up. Let's see. Let's just do it, the math real quick. I got a 953, 678. Okay, so around 34 cents times 180. Yep, $6,120 on this trade. If I would have played it how I probably should have, but honestly, again, not mad. Just because I did get trailed out, I was managing that way. I'm not gonna be very upset about it. You know what I mean? So, would have been a crazy trade. This would have been a crazy day. I would have been up about what, like around 10K on the day, 8K, 9K, whatever. So yeah, crazy day. Those were my biggest plays, I guess, today. Also, I think I took another trade today. Let me look at what I posted. Yeah, the DNN too. DNN was my other loss today. This one, I honestly just messed it up. It was a scalp today. I got called out in the group, and some people made money on it off the open up right here on this candlestick. You guys could see it dropped like crazy. So I was trying to play this and kind of messed it up, honestly. So I was down a few $100 off the open. But other than that, not much else. I didn't really trade it since this morning. But yeah, those were my biggest plays today. Like I said, pretty crazy day. Honestly, the Eric is what's gonna make me very annoyed because that type of trade only happens in like really good environments, and it just doesn't get easier than that. They're literally. Let me pull it back up real quick because I didn't even explain this. But guys, if we would have managed this 15-minute bar by bar or 5-minute bar by bar, guys, like every candle is green. Like this is just a trade you just hold, and you just watch the money kind of come through. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Like I said, finished up $3,300 on the day. and I will take it, guys. I definitely like this series. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow.